welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Esther Masharia and I'm a bakerette by practice, passion and by training. I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya, and that's where I bake from commercially. We have a Facebook page which is e-bakers in capital letters, and on Instagram e-bakers creations. Now if you're a new subscriber, I'm sure you'll want to subscribe because we have amazing content that will come up today and very soon. If you're a returning subscriber, karibu sana. I'm sure you've learned something from the previous videos we've done. So if you've seen the previous videos we've done, we baked a red velvet sponge cake, and this is the red velvet. It has cooled already. Now I want to show you how to decorate a cake, basically any cake, using powdered whipping cream. Powdered whipping cream. I know most of the whipping cream we have out there is in liquid form, but today I'm specifically going to show you how to decorate a cake using powdered whipping cream. And my favorite powdered whipping cream is this by Baking Home, and you can also follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Baking Solution. Baking Solutions. They have their contact at the back of the pack, but they're also available on Jumia. You can also contact them through their social media platforms and also through their website. You can order through there, or they can advise you about your closest stockist where you can get the powdered baking cream. So I'm going to take you through. It's so easy. Now today I'm going to use a hand whisk to whip the cream, but I've done it before many times using a hand whisk. This is a hand mixer. You can do it using a hand whisk, but today I want to use this particular hand mixer from Feel Soft. So all you need is 150 grams. Actually, this is a lot because this particular cream is very economical and very nice. Now, the recipe on the pack says you use water, but I prefer to use milk because it feels like it gives me a richer taste and texture. It stabilizes also very well, both with water and milk, but for me, my preference is milk. Now, if you're using milk or water, make sure it is chilled milk or chilled water. So here I've got 150 grams of whipping cream, the powdered whipping cream, this particular one, Promix whipping cream, and I have 300 grams of chilled milk, regular milk. You can even use, if you prefer skimmed milk, you can use skimmed milk, you can use whole milk, you can use water, provided it's chilled. So I'm going to add this to the cream, and because I don't want it to splash all over, so I'm just going to make sure that the powder is not flying all over the kitchen. You can even use a wooden stick. You don't really have to use a spatula. And then we whisk. You start with a slow speed. As you continue, it keeps increasing in volume. Just keep moving the mixer because I'm sure you want to make sure that every part is well mixed. As you can see, it keeps increasing in volume. Keeps increasing in volume. And at this particular time, we've increased to the highest speed, which is speed number 5 on this particular mixer. Wow, I love the texture. It's increasing in volume, and the texture is getting thicker and thicker and more stable. And our cream is almost ready to use. Almost ready to use. There you go. This is what you expect. You want stiff peaks like that. Actually, the best way to test it, when you turn the bowl down like this, nothing should drop. As you can see, nothing drops. See? That's how the cream is supposed to be, for you to know that it is actually stable. Now the good thing is, this particular cream is actually kind of flavored. You can see it gives you very stiff peaks, and it's very stable and stays like that. Whether it stays in the fridge for like 2-3 days, it stays like that. It doesn't change. So that's how it is, and I really love the texture. So see, so we're going to go ahead and decorate this cake. We're going to level the cake, remove the top, so that when we start decorating our cake, it's not uneven. See how amazing it looks. Don't forget we put some Oreos in it, so it's like a red velvet with Oreo. So I'm going to slice it into 3 so that we can layer it. You can see the texture. It's amazing. It's amazing texture, and very spongy, fluffy. And you see our Oreos can be seen on the cake, so they didn't sink because remember we crushed them. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the top part is what is going to the bottom. So we get some cream, put it there so that it can hold on to the cake, and then we're going to place the cake there. And then this is homemade strawberry syrup, and because I love my cakes very moist, and this will make it even yummy, so I don't like the regular sugar syrup of water and sugar. I prefer to make my own syrups at home. So we're going to put some syrup there just to make it even more moist, like that. And then I'm going to add some cream. I'm going to add some cream. I'm going to add some cream on it, and then we're gonna add a filling, which is dark cherry. I particularly like this Aldia. That's what, if I want to use a canned filling, that's what I use. So make sure you don't put too much on the outside, so that when you put the other layers, it doesn't squeeze out the filling. So then we move on to the next. Now the thing is, this side will be moistened by the syrup on this particular filling. So we move on to the next layer. The same, you put the syrup like that. Don't forget, this is not store-bought syrup. It's something we make to make sure that our cakes are yummier. Then we put the cream again, like that. And then another layer of cherries. Another layer of cherries, like that. And then you spread it so that you can, to be a bit leveled when you're adding the next layer. So now you're going to add the last layer, like that, and add the remaining syrup, like that. Don't worry, it will not be too much because this is a sponge cake. And then we are going to quickly decorate this cake like that. Don't forget, we've put the bottom side is on that has come to the top because it's the flat side. So I'm going to place some cream there, and then some cream on the side like that. We are first going to crumb coat it so that when you put the outer coat, it doesn't have any cake crumbs on it. So you're going to do that, then clean the board. I'm using a palette knife. It's available if you're interested. It's available on most of the cake shops. I mean, people who sell cake accessories and equipment. So we've crumb coated there. And then make sure you spread this one as well. Don't worry about the syrup, it won't seep in because we are going to make sure that we've leveled the cake like that. And then I'm going to use a palette knife, bench scraper to scrape that, to make sure that at least our first coat is leveled. If you see any spaces, please cover them because you want to make sure that our cake is very well leveled before we can add any other coats on it. Now it's very important for you to clean this board. Whatever you're going to scrape off, don't mix with the other cream because it has some creams on it. You can use it to fill other cakes. Don't return it to the bowl where you have the rest of the cream. I would advise you to use a kitchen towel to clean the board. That. And now we're going to do the second layer. We're going to do the second layer. So make sure that your cream is very, very stable, because if it's not stable, then it will start sort of melting and you won't be able to use it to decorate your cakes. Like that. Make sure that your cream is very stable. And one of the ways to make it stable is to make sure that you've used a good quality whipping cream, and that the milk or water that you're going to use is chilled very well. You can chill maybe overnight or for a few hours. You can place it in the freezer to make sure that it is very well chilled. So you're going to scrape that off as well. If you see any spaces, you can keep adding. because what you're looking for is a very smooth finish. You're looking for a smooth finish. So using the same bench scraper, slowly turn your turntable. If you don't have a turntable, you can turn your sufuria upside down, your cooking pot. Actually, when I was trained to turn. We didn't have turntables. So if you see any spaces, just fill it up like that. You don't have to repeat everywhere. We just fill where there's no cream. And that's just about it. Like that. So you keep scraping off the excess. This one is okay to use in another cake. So if you want to work faster, you can dip your knife in hot water. It helps you to work faster. So don't worry about scraping the top, because I'm going to put some cherries there. That's why I'm not so worried about leaving the top part a bit kind of semi-naked. So that's how fast you can work with this cream. And the good thing is you can leave it on the surface and it won't really melt. So from that, we're going to put just a small design on top. Very simple design on top, just to make it look more colorful. Just make it look more colorful. So what I'm going to do, we call them rosettes. I'm using the nozzle 2D, Wilton 2D, like that. See how beautifully it's able to, the cream is piping so well. It's piping so well. Like that. Like that. Like that. And then I'm going to add some cherries on top. Nice. Some cherry filling on top, just to make it look more attractive, you know. And there you have your cake. See? There you go. And we have our beautiful cake. Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following. For more recipes and more techniques of baking related and non-baking related tips, tricks, hacks, DIYs, keep it here. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up down there, so that at least I'll be motivated to give you even more tips. So stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.